Welcome back to the Art of Happiness. I'm Erin, joined by my lovely host, Tam.
Me.
Yep, so excited to be here together with you. Always a good time. So we all know that creativity is good for our mental health. That's kind of, I feel like, a well-known thing. Most people know that.
I mean,
right?
if anybody's been listening to this podcast, I feel like that's like our motto. It's
Yeah.
good for you.
But why? Like, we don't talk, but so truly, so we found this article about, there was some actual research done on showing people that do creative activities and how it actually on a molecular level like changes our brain, and that they've shown, this article showed, it was on nature.com, and we can link that in our bio, but that it actually like doing creative activities actually slows brain aging, which, I mean, who doesn't want to?
I mean, I'm doing
down
all the wrinkle creams
aging
at this point in time. I might as well also do it internally, like an internal anti-wrinkle.
Yeah. But I thought this was so interesting because so they used like these brain clocks and found that people with sustained engagement had brains that actually appeared younger than their chronological age.
No way.
Which is like incredible.
I read the article.
Yeah.
I didn't act surprised. I think I read the article. Go on.
But yeah, and then they did say that experts showed stronger delays in brain aging than novices, but that even like short-term creativity, like the example they gave was video game training, produced measurable benefits.
Video game training did?
Yeah, just video games. So like activity in your brain. So yeah, I thought that was really incredible. And then it just is a protective factor for your brain health. And so just talking about that in that terms, to me, the first thing I think is like creativity is not essential. Like doing hobbies and self-care and creative activities are not optional. Sorry,
Right.
They're not essential.
Well, I feel
They're not optional. They're essential.
They are
just
essential.
like having a good diet, sleeping, exercising, all the things we know are good for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not us just trying to brand hobbies.
Right.
It's be like, guys, it's super important for
Yes.
self-care. It actually really is. We're just giving it a platform to actually be put out there.
Right.
It's so important because I think, like you said, I think a lot of us are very aware of like what we're trying to put into our body as far as food wise, right? To be healthier. We take the time, you take the time to exercise. I take the time to sit here and watch you exercise. And that's a workout for me. But also like your brain health is very important. And while those other things do contribute to that brain health, right? There's superfoods you can eat for brain health and such. But actually stimulating yourself in a creative way really does keep you sharp and keeps you young.
Yeah.
I think what I was initially thinking about is when we first had our firstborn, and we were like, how do we convince my in-laws to take care of my kid instead of daycare? And I remember looking up a bunch of articles that were talking about how like the elderly, they're going to be like elderly, the grandparents taking care of and being a part of taking care of their grandkids, right? Keeps them it keeps their brain sharp. It keeps you stimulated.
Yeah.
And I like to think that that's because kids are naturally creative people, which kind of becomes like a hobby for the grandparents. Who get to participate in those arts and crafts with those kids that keep them stimulated in that arena. And that's, in my mind, where this article is going. Is it's trying to say that, yes, it will absolutely keep you youthful because it's keeping you sharp. It's keeping you challenged. It's not letting you, I don't know, I guess I feel like by the time I'm 60, I'm going to feel like I saw it all, right? And then I'm just going to be like, well, this is just another day in the life, right?
I definitely agree where you're coming from. Yeah, kids do bring like that spontaneity and just like excitement and fun that you kind of maybe are like lacking as you get older. Because exactly what you're saying. Like life, there's not as much newness in your life, right? And so creativity and hobbies. I think it's just like we get so caught up being productive in like our world that we think hobbies aren't like, they're just kind of like a nice thing to have, but not a must have. And this would prove that, they truly are something that should be prioritized to help you age better and feel better, like long term.
Again, I totally read the article. Did it say if the hobbies benefited if you like I would say I have a lot of hobbies, but there are a lot of hobbies that I would say I've just kind of dabbled in as opposed to be in deep in. Does it say if there's like a difference?
It did say that people that become experts have a little bit of an advantage, but it said that people that just dabble, like what you're saying, dabble or just do a limited amount of the hobby still have a benefit for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody like me. So I mean, because I feel like I want to be one of my favorite things about my partner is the fact that he knows a little about a lot of things, and I feel like it makes him a social chameleon. Yeah. I want to be like that for hobbies. Like I want to have like all the hobbies in my Rolodex that I can just like jump in and kind of converse with somebody and maybe even dabble in a hobby with them.
Yeah. Well, you're on your way.
Working on it.
Well, I would argue. I mean, it'd be interesting to see that like if you're dabbling in a lot of hobbies because you're being creative all the time, just in different ways. So there's probably, I wondered if that put you more on
just
the level of, well, be more on the expert level because you're using your brain in a creative way a lot more than maybe the average person. So I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah. So I think that it's just such a great way to support our mental health. And, we found, testament to how much it can help you day to day, even not just in the long term, but it's just another way to look at it and to not justify it, but to maybe make it important in your life. Just, versus saying putting it on the back burner.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I feel like, the importance of it is not only just like the aging piece of it, right? But I also think like, I'm curious, did the article have anything about like emotional health? Because this is where I'm going with it, is like when I think about aging, I feel like stress made me feel like I was aging faster physically, right?
Yeah. It doesn't really get into the mechanism of why they think it slows your brain, but you could probably pontificate on how.
I would love to pontificate.
But I would imagine that there's a couple things going on. Like, we know it creates like new neural pathways in your brain when you learn new skills.
Sure.
I'm sure that helps. And then having novice new activities challenges like also stimulate your brain in different ways, and so those different things, and then the increased dopamine has a positive effect. So I would imagine I don't know what the physiological reason is,
right?
Like it didn't really get into that,
right?
It just showed that there was changes like in the brain.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So then there you go. Yeah. So when you're trying to fight that anti-aging, you go get the wrinkle cream. You get the hobby, right? Because the wrinkle cream does the outside anti-aging. The hobby does the inside anti-aging.
Yep.
And if we all as a generation just do those two things together, we're going to look like 25, 30. The dentist and you just couldn't help it. But we could all as a group look like 25 to 35 forever. Yeah. That's pretty
the
broad
magic.
age range.
Should we just bottle that up?
Yeah, I don't know why I picked 25 to 35, but it just felt like it was a good whole number to really offer that we should all stay looking like forever.
I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah, but I think it's just, on the brain aging.
Yes.
I'd much rather, I want to be mentally clear when I'm old.
Truly.
And have,
I really do. I want to be with it. I want to be in a space where I feel like I'm truly myself to the end.
Yes.
Not just somebody who just lived far longer than she should have and was just like, I'm just here now.
Right. Yeah.
I want to be with it to the end. I want to be that person who's very physical and very sharp and is able to be actually like a member of my family. And I really do feel like these hobbies are helping me be sharp and helping me, I was going to talk back on like anti-stress. I feel like helps me fight stress, which I do feel like stress makes me feel like I feel like I see stress on my face.
Yeah, that's proven that stress ages you. So if anything you can do to fight that, to reduce your stress, absolutely.
And so I feel like hobbies are a great way to do that. So it's really it's got all those multifactorials.
Yeah.
To stay young forever.
That's right. It brings so much joy, right? Like that's the key, right? That hobbies and happiness, it just brings
happiness.
That's where I was going with that. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So happiness is going to help you, age more gracefully.
Absolutely.
And be more with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that it's just a cool way to look. Another way to just
keep on that hobby energy of the positivity that it really truly brings and why it's really important, and not just a brand we're trying to push out there. It's actually proven to help.
That's right.
Let us help you.
Yeah. We're here to help.
All right. Thank you all for stopping by today. Please be sure to check out us on our socials. We'd love to see anything that you're working on hobby-wise. Otherwise, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Bye.